next day. So I would say this is post-op day 1 to 2. I don't even know, post-op 3? Like, I don't understand because I did the first day and then whatever. So I'm about to take my pills this morning. So I'm going to take the cefalaxin, the gabapentin. I'm also going to take a Colace because I've not used the bathroom yet. And an iron tablet. I also have... Mommy, that's on speaker. I also have my woman's Vitafusions that I usually take as well, too. So I'm going to take these first. And then I'm going to take the narcotic at 10 o'clock because I like to spread it out. So this is the yogurt I was telling you guys about. This is real keto friendly too. It's called the Too Good yogurt. Let me show you guys before I open it. So it's called the Too Good yogurt. So this one is only 2 grams of sugar and it's 3 grams of carbs. It's very good. So for my yogurt lovers on there on the keto diet, you can actually get this. If you go to BJ's, they sell it in bulk. I think the flavors they have is vanilla, strawberry, and blueberry in the mix from BJ's or Costco's. And strawberry, you're right. So I'm going to take the regular pills. I usually do this if you're a nurse. You know how, like people, it's easier to swallow it in yogurt. So I'm going to put the capsules in the yogurt just to swallow it easier. And then I take the 2 small ones, the iron pill and the Colace with water. And the only reason why I'm eating it with yogurt, like I said to you guys, if you want to avoid a major yeast infection, I recommend you eating Greek yogurt with live cultures because it'll bring your vaginal area back to normal flora. And if you actually read the back of the yogurt, it'll tell you, like this one has yogurt cultures in the back. It tells you it's thermophiles. They have a whole bunch. So it'll tell you in the back what kind of cultures they have. And like I said, it'll help bring you back to normal flora. So I put both of the pills in here and I just basically swallow it. And I have like 2 or 3 spoons just to keep me balanced. Oh my God. I'm gonna be tapping my stomach. Yep, so I don't know, I keep feeling like something's leaking on this side of my thigh, on my hip. It's crazy because he put the drain on my left side, on my right side. My right hip is not as swollen as my left hip, so I'm really happy about that. But my left side is so freaking swollen, like it's still not going down. Like I feel like the left side hurts more, probably because the right side has a drain, so it's draining more on this side. But I'm gonna make it, people. So I'll catch you guys in the afternoon. I'm gonna have some breakfast, some eggs, and grits that my mom made. Let me show you guys it. It looks so good. She made me like a little bit of eggs, scrambled eggs and grits. So I'm gonna eat this up. And I'm gonna take a little nap because I'm tired still. So I'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, so it's a little bit later in the evening right now that I'm shooting this, but I haven't been back doing an update in the last, like a day. I did film a little bit, so you probably saw that part already. So basically, I'm just coming to give you guys kind of an overall update. I'm feeling so much better than I was feeling the last time you guys saw me. Now, I did tell you guys I was having like more pain. And to be honest with you guys, I was reading the comments, like a lot of you guys had some great suggestions and stuff like that. So I did decide to stop the Percocets on day 3. So I stopped taking the Percocets. I decided to switch over to the Tylenol 100 milligrams, which worked perfect for me. I am taking a nerve relaxant, so that one in combination with the Tylenol was working fine. I'm going to let you guys know right now that after I stopped taking the Percocets, the pain had decreased tremendously, mainly because I think that most of the pain that I was feeling was from constipation. I'm going to be completely honest. Percocets, if you guys know any type of narcotics, it's gonna really back you up, and that is by far the worst pain ever, being like backed up. The constipation was really hurting me like really bad. So I'm really happy that I decided not to take the Percocets anymore. And to be honest with you, the Percocets, all they make you do is feel really stupid, really slow, and you fall asleep so quick. And I have like friends and family that came and saw me this week, and I just didn't want to be all dopey in front of everyone. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm not going to take this anymore. So if you are able to tolerate pain and you're able to wean yourself off of the oxys, I honestly and truly tell you to stop them at least 3 days. You don't want to take them past the 3 days just because it's really you can get really addicted to it. And honestly, it's just going to put you out. Like, you don't need to be that doped up. But like I said, everyone's pain tolerance is different. But like I said, if you're going to take the narcotics, I would tell you to kind of wean off of it on day 3 or day 4, so therefore you're not dependent on it. Because honestly, once you're done with the meds, if you have pain, you're not going to have those oxys to help you out. So one suggestion I would recommend is to use, thank you, Mom, is to use Tylenol 100 milligrams. Now, I would not recommend using ibuprofen or like aspirins or any type of stuff like that because you're already having liposuction, you're already bleeding, so you don't want to increase the bleeding. So I would say just use your regular old Tylenol. That was great. The 100 milligrams were good for me. And when I went to sleep at night, I would take 2 of the 100 milligram Tylenol tablets, the PM Tylenol, which put me right to sleep, and I was really pain-free the whole night. Now, as far as the drainage goes, I can show you guys it right now. The drainage just actually slowed down pretty much. So I know TMI or too much information, but this is where it's at right now. It's really low, and I just have a long clot at the beginning of it, so like a long stream of clot. So it's basically at this point, I think the drainage just kind of like slowed down a little bit, which is cool. I am getting like a mixed fluid. I'm getting yellow fluid. I'm getting like a little bit of red tinge as well too. So I hope that's a good sign. Now, one thing that did happen, I know that I told you guys that my left side is still very swollen compared to my right side. Now, my left side, I did develop a seroma on the left side. So it's like a pustula, kind of like a bubble-filled pustula. Now, it's crazy that I'm saying this, and I thought this would be important to share with you guys because I watch other people's videos on YouTube, and nobody showed like any of that stuff. So in my head, I'm thinking like, what is the worst complications can get? This is not a bad complication, guys. My body will either absorb it or my doctor's just going to aspirate it when I get to his office on Monday. So I'm not worried about it. It doesn't hurt me. It's just a really big bubbled pus filled with fluid. And I was reading about it. It's just basically sometimes you get it if like, you know, you've had liposuction or the skin was kind of irritated around the area. So you can develop something like that. And I also think it's mostly kind of my body finding a way to kind of reduce the swelling and push the fluid out. I don't have a drain on this side. So I was thinking to myself, maybe, you know, it's a swelling. My body's trying to eject some of the fluid out. So it just built its own pocket outside of my body. So I will show it to you guys. It's a little TMI. I know it's kind of gross, but I felt like this part would be important because when I saw it, I didn't freak out. I kind of thought, okay, it's my body trying to eject the fluid on the left side because I am swollen like crazy on the left side. But the swelling has definitely gone down tremendously on the left side. Hoping that when I get to the office this week that he decides to put me in a compression garment just because my body needs to be compressed at this point because obviously it's trying to create pathways and stuff like that to like, you know, push fluid out, which is kind of weird. So I don't know what he's going to do on Monday, but I did send him the pictures. I talked to the PA and I talked to him directly, and they told me just to cover it, put some bacitracin on it, and just let it do its own thing. If it decides to pop during the weekend, let it pop. Don't play with it. And he'll come in when I come in on Monday. He'll just go ahead and look at it or whatever like that. But right now, I feel very good. I took Tylenol. I took my regular pills for the evening, and I took my Tylenol. I'm no longer taking the Colace because, like I said to you guys, I had my first BM yesterday. It took me about an hour and 30 minutes to release that BM, but I sat on that toilet, lifted my legs up, which is a good method to do if you're having trouble pushing out a BM. If you actually put your legs like, you know, up like at the same level as where you're sitting at, you can actually push the poop out a little bit faster that way. Just TMI, but just letting you know. So I did have another BM today, which felt, when I tell you guys, I felt like a new person when I had this BM. Today I had another BM and it was just so fluid. I just felt so good. So I'm going to stop the Colace. I think I'm good for now. I'm still taking the muscle relaxant and the antibiotics and just Tylenol if I need it. But honestly and truly, today I stayed the whole entire day without any Tylenol for a few hours. I just take it at nighttime just to make sure I'm comfortable at night. But for the most part, this is right now I'm speaking to you guys, it's probably like day 5, day 6. I feel very good, and I am going back home tomorrow, so I already thank my mom and everyone. They've been really good helping me out and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm really excited. Like I said, I try to watch YouTube videos and try to see other people's experiences, and I didn't really see things like the seroma and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be kind of helpful to put that in the video for you guys, just in case it happens to you. It's nothing to freak out about. I just don't freak out about stuff because I'm a nurse, so I'm not like, crazy, like, oh my God. But I knew what to do, spoke to the doctor, handled that situation, so everything's all good. I am in bed right now, so I'm just chilling. I did get also asked a question about what I took prior to my surgery. So prior to my surgery, my hemoglobin was a 12.0, and usually for me, it should be about 12.5 to like 15.0, in that range kind of for a woman. But when you menstruate, during your menstrual cycle, your hemoglobin usually drops just because obviously you're bleeding. My hemoglobin was a 12.0, and the doctor wanted me to be like a 12.5 and higher. So I was taking iron supplements, and I'm still taking the iron supplements now. I just think that for now on, I'm just going to take them because I'm always like slightly anemic. So I'm probably just going to make it a regimen for myself. I also did start multivitamins because they do tell you to do multivitamins before you start, or like a week before your surgery, or just in general for good health. So I was always taking those multivitamins that I showed you guys prior, but I'll put it up in the video for you guys along with the iron tablets. So for the most part, that's what I did prior to the surgery. But before you're going to get surgery, make sure you consult with your doctor. He'll tell you exactly what he wants you to take. So my doctor wanted me to take those multivitamins and iron supplements. So that's what I did. And yeah. Another thing I want to mention to you guys, what I noticed about my procedure or just in general, I got liposuction with the smooth tuck. So he did a lot of liposuction on my entire abdomen, flanks and all, and then did the smooth tuck, removing the skin from the bottom of the belly button. One thing I noticed is that I don't have any drainage whatsoever. There is not one blood stain whatsoever on my garment, nothing. I had no discharge leaks or anything like that. And I'm going to say that's actually kind of really shocking. Even when I got my boobs done, I always had like some type of like, blood stain or some type of thing. This doctor, Dr. Matthew Shulman, he was really clean with his dressing, really clean and precise with the actual stitching. I can actually see some of the stitching where my smooth tuck line is at, and it's so freaking precise. So that's another thing I want to mention to you guys. Make sure you do your research when you're finding your surgeons. Definitely check out Real Self. My doctor is actually located, he has a file on Real Self. And like I told you guys, I did research on him like crazy before I selected him as my surgeon. Like I'm telling you guys, I have no blood drainage or anything on my dressing. My actual dressing is still white. Look at that stain right there, real greedy. But like I said, I have like no freaking blood on my dressing whatsoever. He like stuffed me up, wrapped me up and everything. I actually did take my finger and stick my finger, like I was just trying to see, because I wanted to see, like, I look kind of like stuff. So in my head, I'm like, I look way bigger than I looked when before I got on the table for the surgery. So I stuck my finger into the actual, the garment, and I touched, I'm like, God, I can feel my ribs. Am I skinny? But I'm just joking. But yeah. So like I said, guys, so far it's day 6 right now, kind of day 6, 5/6. And like I said, I was going through like this pain and like the constipation. And honestly and truly, I feel like the constipation was mostly where my pain was coming from. So I'm telling you guys, if you guys can avoid the Percocet and try to wean yourself off maybe 3 to 4 days while you're on it. I wasn't even taking it the right way. I was spreading it out like 7 to 9 hours out. So I wasn't really doing it that well anyways, because I just don't like the pills. I just don't like taking narcotics. It makes you feel weird, and it's habit forming. That's what it is, habit forming. So I hope that helps. I hope these were insightful. Hope the pictures didn't gross you guys out, but I wanted to add that in here so you guys can see what I went through. But I'm happy. I know I have a little road to go, a long road, but I'm pretty confident that, I'll be back to normal. I can walk right now perfectly fine. I still hold my stomach just because I feel like I need some extra support, but I'm able to walk and stuff like that, and I'm able to like kind of stand up midway straight, not all the way straight. But hopefully on Monday when he takes all this compression off, I'll be able to breathe and just stretch out a little bit more. So guys, I'm going to end this. I'm going to post this tomorrow, obviously, and I will come back on Monday with another vlog. I'll probably film the part where he actually takes the dressing off and cuts some of my stitches and maybe pulls my drain out. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to keep it real, show you guys everything so you guys get like the full view of things, just for those out there who are planning to have a procedure and want information and want the real truth. Here's the real. So yeah. So I will catch you guys in a later one. Bye.